Hello and welcome. I'm your host, Dr. Ruby Gill, and I welcome you all on the behalf of lovely professional university. So, attendees, you might be wondering the reason of gathering virtually. So, let me reveal the reason. We are here with an agenda to tell you about how you can start your degree in LPU and finish overseas. And for that, we have our expert to brief you about. So, kindly allow me to introduce our expert. Ms. Supriya Matthew, Associate Director, Head, Division of International Affairs, lovely professional university. She is very instrumental in research when it comes to education. Dynamic professional who worked across borders with a huge number of international universities, and she has developed unique study abroad models for students to study overseas. Her expertise lies in establishing international partnership with an emphasis on student mobility, having been involved with very practical matters pertaining to international education, such as international partnership, translational education, student advising, admission, exchanges management. She is involved in overall coordination of the university internationalization, strategic decision making, building new partnership, student mobility, international research projects, diplomacy, and government relations. So, ma'am, it's a privilege to have you on board with us today. Thank you so much for joining. And over to you, ma'am. Looking forward for a great interactive session.
Thank you, Dr. Ruby. It's a pleasure to be here. Good afternoon, everyone. I have already been introduced. I basically am the program head for international relations, all the programs wherein we send students abroad of LPU come under my purview. I wanted to understand, Dr. Ruby, can the students speak on this, or is it not possible for the students to speak?
Ma'am, yes, students can speak. We can provide them rights if they will raise the hand. I can unmute them, and they can unmute themselves from their system, and they can talk to you.
So I just wanted to have a small introduction round with the students to understand what kind of profile they are from, and accordingly we can take this discussion forward. If we have quite a few number of students, if they can just introduce themselves one by one, I would love to interact with them.
Of course, ma'am. So Akash, I'm unmuting you. Kindly unmute yourself and you can talk to ma'am. Akash Thakur. Kindly unmute yourself and you can directly talk to ma'am.
Hello.
Hello, Akash. We can hear
Hello,
you.
ma'am. Good evening. Good afternoon. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon, beta.
Yeah. My name is Akash Thakur. Yeah. So I will be joining this year LPU, and I was just very interested in this program because I think that like spending 2 years in LPU and then spending 2 years abroad, I think it's a good concept.
Hi Akash, and thank you for taking out the time. I will explain the details to you about 2+2. Anyone else who wants to introduce himself or herself? I would love to know more about you.
Okay, Amirtan Sharma, I'm unmuting you. You can now unmute from your system and you can directly talk to our expert, Ma'am Supriya Matthew. Amirtaj Sharma, you can unmute yourself. We can't hear us.
Okay, we can go to the next one then.
Yes, ma'am. Stuti, I have unmuted you. Kindly unmute yourself and talk to our expert. Stuti, can you listen me? Stuti, are you listening? All right. We'll move to the next Shiv Prasad.
Okay, let's start. I think the students do not have the facility to speak from that side, but I have basically an idea of that, that the students are really interested in 2+2. So basically, let me give you an overview of the kind of international programs that we have at LPU. Can you see my screen, Akash? I'm referring to Akash because he was the one who responded. Okay, Ruby, thank you.
Yes.
So if you notice, we have an international credit transfer. Of course, this is the highlight of the day where the students can do 50% of the programs at LPU and 50 to 60% of the program abroad. That's international credit transfer program for you. We have another very interesting study abroad opportunity for the students, where the students can actually go and spend a semester abroad in any of our partner universities. They can actually study with the foreigners in the classrooms, taught by the foreign faculty in the courses that are being taught to the regular students in US, UK, Canada, Australia, France, Germany, etc., etc. So that's a semester exchange program. You get an international exposure for one full semester. Semester, as we say in the nomenclature of the university languages, a term. I understand you all are school going students, so semester is like a term. It's a 6-month period where you can, complete 1/2 milestone of a year of your bachelor program. So you can go and complete 1 term in a partner university abroad, and you can actually get a lot of good experiences, because this 1 semester abroad that students opt for is a very good way of trying to understand what exactly we want to do after we complete our bachelor's. Do we want to go abroad? Do we want to stay back in India? Do we want to go and do masters from abroad and come back to India, do something else? So that's the kind of thing that happens with a semester abroad opportunity. Then international exposure program, summer winter school. Sometimes our pocket does not allow us, or our circumstances do not allow us to go for a semester or to go for a 2+2. In those cases, you can go for a smaller period of time, for a 1 week or a 2-week program abroad. That is generally a lot of universities, they advertise 2-week programs or 3 weeks program or a month-long program, and they come under the purview of summer winter school. So the students can opt for different times of the year to go for such kind of programs. There are also certain kinds of research internships available for students to go and do research internships. Generally, these internships can be virtual, or these internships can be in physical also. What has happened over a period of time because of the COVID, a lot of virtual internships have come into the fore, and a lot of universities abroad, a lot of companies abroad, they have started giving virtual internships to the students, which are sometimes paid and sometimes not paid. So that is also a very good opportunity that is available to the students of LPU. From time to time, a lot of opportunities are which give our, which come our way as LPU University is, doing masters abroad, semesters abroad, and these are given to us by the embassies or the universities. Such scholarships are available exclusively for the students of LPU. So such scholarships, you should keep a lookout on, the information system that we have for you, and you should avail these scholarships. Like right now, 3 of our students are doing an internship with the Australian Embassy. One student is doing an internship in University of Massey, New Zealand, virtually, and it's a fully scholarship paid thing where he is being mentored by the entrepreneurs and technologists from New Zealand. So such kinds of opportunities keep coming to us, and we keep, sending it the students' way, and they take it forward from there. Then comes the Masters Abroad program. LPU has a very rich and flourishing study abroad program, which is being handled by the Division of International Affairs. When you complete your bachelor's, and if you want to go abroad, LPU will handhold you to go abroad and spend your, time to do masters abroad. So that is a purview of some of the international opportunities that we offer at LPU. Let's have a look at the highlights today, that is of the International Credit Transfer Program. What exactly it is. So basically, students have a lot of questions, ma'am, hota kya hai? What is International Credit Transfer Program? Why are you calling International Credit Transfer Program? Basically, understand it as a kind of a 50-50 program where you do 40 to 50% of your bachelor's program at LPU and 40 to 50% of the bachelor's program, I think 50 to 60% of the bachelor's program in a university. So I would read this out for you for a better understanding. It is a planned transfer and articulated pathway for students who wish to complete their studies abroad in good reputed universities. Students will do the part of the program at LPU and part at the foreign university. Student will be doing 2 years at LPU and then take a transfer to the university abroad. Generally, in different countries, give you different kinds of this thing. In a 4-year UG program, you will study for 2 years at LPU and 2 and 2.5 years at a foreign university. In a 3-year UG program, you will study 2 years at LPU and 2 or 2.5 years at a foreign university. 2-year PG program, 1 year at LPU and 1 year at foreign university. International credit transfer, how is it done? So what we do is, as an international credit transfer academic team, the credits and the subjects that you are studying at LPU are carefully mapped with the credits and the subjects that you are going to be doing at the foreign university. So an ideal situation in a credit transfer is what you are studying at LPU, most probably you will not be studying that in the credit, in the university that you go over there. So your subjects or credits or courses are mapped with the partner university. Which degree do you get? Does LPU give you a degree? No, because it's a transfer program, we do not give you a degree. What is the name of the degree? The name of the degree may be different from the name of the degree that you have taken admission in at LPU. Suppose you have taken admission in BTech Scsc, Computer Science Engineering. The name of the degree abroad may become Bachelor of Science, Computer Science. Because in Canada, there is nothing like a Computer Science Engineering. Right? So there your degree may become Bachelor of Science. In case of, a BBA degree, in case of Bachelor of you have taken admission in a BBA. When you go over there to a UK or to a US, it will become BBA Bachelor of Arts or Bachelor of Arts Business. In US, BTech Scsc will become a Bachelor of Science because computer science is a science program. So you need to understand that you may have taken admission in an engineering degree in computer science, but the end degree when you go abroad could change. So this is something which is a little more technical. Generally, we should not take it up in our first webinar, but I like my students to be informed that, this is what they are going to do. Where will you pay the fee? This is another technical question that comes, where will you pay the fee? How will you pay the fee? Who will be going to charging you? So LPU fee will be paid to LPU for year 1 and year 2. And foreign partner university fee would be paid to the foreign partners university in year 3 and year 4. Generally, the budget is anywhere between 20 lakhs to 30 lakhs, depending upon the university that you have chosen. If you have chosen a university in the tier 2 and tier 1, that is by the order of their ranking, then obviously the fees would cross 30 lakhs. But if you have chosen a university in tier 2 or tier 3, then the fees would remain between 20 to 25 lakhs. Sometimes good hefty scholarships are given by these universities to the students. So sometimes the fee becomes less than 20 lakhs also. There is a 1.5 lakh credit transfer fee which has to be paid to the student, paid by the student to LPU into installments, and which you have to pay with your admission fee while you pay your regular tuition fee to the LPU. So this is the kind of expenses that you are looking abroad for a ICTP program. Generally, like I told you, I will not take you into the details of what the cost is, but between 18 lakhs to 30 lakhs is an average that you have to spend per year if you want to take a credit transfer abroad. So when you take admission into an international credit transfer program abroad, you should come with that kind of mindset that your parents would be able to afford that kind of money, or you can take an education loan and opt for such kind of a situation. Trust me, it's a very amazing opportunity. Why is it an amazing opportunity? Ma'am, the students are telling me, ma'am, you are telling us to spend so much of money. When we are doing things at LPU, we are doing it at 1/10 of the cost. Yes, you are doing things at LPU. You are studying in an Indian university. You're paying an Indian fee. But when you're going abroad, you know that we earn in rupees, we spend in dollars. There's a huge difference. $1 is equal to 75 rupees. So if you have that aspiration of going abroad, had your parents, let's do some math, had your parents sent you abroad immediately after class 12, you would have had to appear for SATs, you would have had to pay 4 years of undergraduate degree fee. Here you are paying 50%, which is 1/10 the amount of a fee abroad to LPU, and only 50% you're paying in dollars or pounds. Then another benefit that you are going to get out of this is that you can get to work from day one when you go abroad 20 hours legally. So you can earn a lot of money during that time and you can support your living expenses. Most of the cases, students generally tend to get a work permit. In case of Canada and Australia, even now UK and US, there are possibilities of a permanent residence depending upon the kind of work that you have got. It improves the chances of better remuneration when you're equipped with an international degree of your chosen field. Then if you go to UK gives you a 2+3 option, where in the third year of your transfer, you can actually fourth year of your transfer, you can actually go and work in the industry. When I say industry, you can actually go and work in a company or a firm and be paid a full-time salary of 15,000 to 18,000 pounds, which is 15 to 18 lakhs. So technically, if you're going in the 2 years you have studied at LPU, 1 year you're studying abroad, and then in the fourth year you go and work in the industry, you end up earning the next year's tuition fee. What are the eligibility requirements that we expect from you? We expect that you should have a minimum of 6.5 CGPA, 6.5 IELTS, and obviously enough funds or the capacity to create enough funds to take the credit transfer. The International Credit Transfer Program is available in the Bachelor of Engineering, BTech in Computer Science, Mechanical Engineering, ECE, Civil, in BBA, BCom, Bachelor of Hotel Management and Catering Technology, Bachelor of Arts, Culinary Arts, Bachelor of Design, Fashion, BTech Mechanical Engineering, Mechatronics, BTech Biotechnology, and BTech Automobile Engineering. At the master's level, in MBA, MTech, Biotechnology, and Electronics and Communication Engineering. Different universities across US, UK, Australia, Canada, France, Lithuania, that is Europe, and Latvia are available to the students for different kinds of programs. I've already told you that the names of the degrees keep varying. I'm open for questions because I understand that a lot of you will have many questions after this. So you can now start asking your questions. Dr. Ruby, I'm open for questions now.
Thank you so much, ma'am, for intensifying and magnifying the knowledge of our attendees. And I believe after this, attendees will be proficient in knowing about these benefits, or they can start the degree in LPU and finish it overseas. Thank you so much, ma'am, for all the information. Yes, ma'am, we have few queries from the attendees, so we'll take up those queries. First query is from Sohit Mahajan. He wants to know that will I get work permit after my degree?
In most cases, you do get a work permit. So most of these countries where we send you to, you need to understand these are countries where there is an aging population and a depleting population. You need to understand that the kind of culture, socio-economic setup that India has of, of a society which, has children, and then we move into a cycle where we develop the career of the student, career of our kids, and then we move them into a status where they get married, have children. That's the kind of socio-economic cycle that we have. But most of these developed nations necessarily do not follow such kind of socio-economic pattern. They do get married and have children. I'm not saying that they don't get married and have children, but the number of marriages and the number of children is much less to the kind of population and the kind of requirements that they have. So there is a demand for a lot of people to go study over there, get a local degree, and start working over there. So definitely there are chances of a work permit. Mostly Canada and Australia do provide that work permit option. Shant, मैं call back करती हूँ. I'm in a webinar.
Thank you so much, ma'am. Thank you. So, ma'am, there is another query from Akash Thakur. He wants to know that which Canadian universities are recommended for Scsc.
We have Trent University, we have Laurentian University, which is in Sudbury, very good university. We have Lethbridge University. These three universities we have for Scsc. And very good partners. A lot of students are going over there. Students are enjoying themselves and they are getting good jobs also.
Okay, so ma'am, there is another query from Akansha. Yes, ma'am. There's another query from Akansha. She wants to know that what if I don't qualify for this? I didn't get 6.5 CGPA plus 6.5 IELTS score. So what is the next step? What would be the consequences for this?
0.5 is 65%. If you are not getting 65%, you need to do an introspection that you are not really doing academically well. It is not just about the question of going abroad. It is about the question of your personal life also. You need to understand education is what helps us break all the boundaries. We all come from different backgrounds, but education is what has brought us to a certain level in our life, right? So if 6.5 CGPA is something that you cannot get, then you need to sit back, sit in front of the mirror and take a look at yourself and say, hey, there's something I'm doing wrong, right? That's one answer to your question. Second answer is, you have studied in English medium, I'm expecting. If you cannot get 6.5 in IELTS, then it was not English medium that you were studying in, right? In studying in an English medium, having a habit of reading, speaking in English, writing in English is all what is the crux of an IELTS testing. Basically, how you respond to native English speakers when you go abroad is what IELTS test comprises of. I have given an IELTS test and I have found it to be something which is like cracking a peanut, so simple. Ek moongfali todne ke barabar hai. It's not like cracking a walnut that you have to hammer it and it does not break. For me, or generally what I have understood, cracking IELTS is a very easy job. It's all in our mind. We think that IELTS is very, typical or something. Sit with a, IELTS book, do some mock tests, time yourself, you'll see how easy. If you have studied in English medium, you have a good English speaking ability, you have inculcated a good reading habit. If you were sincere in your studies, IELTS would not be a challenge. But if you have been insincere, then that is an answer and a question that you need to do with yourself. I cannot answer that for you. Next question.
Yes, ma'am, I completely agree with you. Yes, ma'am, we'll take another question from same attendee, Akash Thakur. He wants to know that how many years of work permit is given post CSc degree in Trent University, and do students get part-time jobs there?
So one thing, Akash, Trent University does not give a degree and work permit. It's the immigration authorities of a country which will give the work permit. Depending upon the political situation, you will get a 2 to 3 year of work permit in Canada. That has been the practice so far. And we expect that now that you've taken admission in 2022, 2024 also, the practice will remain same when you will be going. You can work 20 hours legally. It is easy to find work in such parts of, Canada. And yes, I think that answers your question.
Yes, ma'am. Thank you so much, ma'am, for resolving all the queries of our attendees. And with this, we'll conclude today's webinar. And thank you, attendees, for sparing time and participating in this webinar. We appreciate you all for being here. And I believe your knowledge has been enriched by the inputs and sharing shared by our expert. Ma'am, thank you. I would like to express my appreciation to you for your valuable contribution. I'm sure your years of experience, your years of research will definitely help the audience to choose the right path. Thank you so much, ma'am. Thank you, everyone. So I, Ruby Gill, finally sign off. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you, Dr. Gill. Thank you, students. Hope to see you in LPU very soon. I sit out of 32, 310. When you do come to LPU, when you're reporting, please come and meet us. Thank you. Have a good day. Bye-bye.
Thank you, ma'am.